Hello and welcome back to ARCHI Tools. In this video, you will learn how you can create different kinds of staircase in Revit and how you can edit them as per your requirement. You will also learn about how you can place ramps as per your need and how you can adjust its slope. So let's get started. So in the floor plans, I'm going to level 0 and here, let's say I want to create a staircase which is going from level 0 to level 1. So in the architecture tab, you would find an option of creating a stair. You select this, and next is going into properties. You would find these kinds of options which are already present in your model. So you just pick anyone which is suitable for you. So let's say we start with a cast in place concrete like this, and I'll next check the base constraint. So base level is 0 and the top level is level 1, which is my requirement. If I go into the edit type and check what are the calculation rules, how it is providing. So it is showing that a maximum riser is provided as 170. What this means? This means is I want to go from level 0 to level 1, and in this case it is at a height of 4000. So it will divide 4000 by 170, and by that we will get the desired number of steps. If in case it is not a whole number, it will count to the next number. For example, if you divide by 4000 by 170, it will come around 23 point something. So it has taken 24, and since it's a maximum riser height, it has adjusted itself to make each and every step equal. So it is coming 166.7. I hope it makes sense. Next is it shows that the minimum tread depth is 250. If you want, you can change it. Generally, we keep it 300 in my place. Let me know what is the condition as a standard in your area. The other is the minimum run width. So this 1,000 and 250, you can change it afterwards also, but like as you can see, actual tread depth is 250. It is showing in properties as well. But if you want this to be default mode, you just duplicate this and provide it. Just provide a new name, 300 tread, and just click on OK. Once your name is done, provide your tread depth as 300 as per your requirement, and the minimum run width whatever you require. Let's keep it 1200 in my case. You don't need to go into this. I'll discuss all the other things, but let's just work with the calculation rules right now. So if I create my staircase by just going to the run, so we have different options over here. One is the straight, the other is spiral, the other is uh, half curved spiral. So we'll start with this one, the linear one, and I'll try to create a dog leg staircase. So the number of desired number is coming 24. That means I need to break it into two parts. So as I'm moving my cursor, you can see that the count is showing that 15 risers are placed, 14 risers are placed. So in order to make it in two equal parts, first I will select 12 risers. Just click over here and I'll move my cursor a little bit away and just again carry on with the remaining ones. Just drag it till the end and it will automatically adjust for the landing. You can adjust the positioning also, so you can move it as per your requirement. Let's just keep it at 150 mm, the stairwell, so we can keep it like this, and every other thing is made according to this. So we have tread depth of 300 and the width is 1200. I'll just stick on this first of all to show you the dimensions. So this is coming 1200 and the tread depth is 300. So it is how we have made the dog-legged staircase like this. So once you click on finish, as you can see, it automatically gets a railing. Uh, so you can also change the railing. We have different types of railing, and we'll further discuss on how you can create new types of railing. So you can use any type of railing you require, and going into the 3D to show how it looks. So yeah, it's pretty much good what we require. Next, I'll try to create some other kind of staircase. So again, I'll go to my architecture and I'll select the stair. This time, I'll try to create a full step spiral. So keeping all the things like this only, our desired number will still be 24. And since this is a spiral and thread depth we have taken as 300, so as you already know that spiral is the step is wedge shaped. So the 300 is the distance which is the depth which is from center. So I'll just make it first of all to show you. If I click anywhere where I require, next it will ask for the radius. So you can select any radius. I'll select 600 like this and just try to make my uh, spiral staircase. So once you click on finish, so your spiral staircase will be made. If I move it a little bit further to show you the section box. So this is how we have made a spiral staircase. So if you want to check whether we have created a correct spiral staircase or not, so you can check the central depth which is 300 and the width would be 1200. So you can check also that it is according to the calculations we have provided. Next is we have different kind of options we can use like commercial or private. So these are different kinds of staircases which we can make. How these different kinds are made? It is by going into the edit type. So if I go into the edit type, you would find that a run type is provided. So stair is basically a kind of nested family in which we have inbuilt families inside. So for the run type, we have uh, a family, and this is the family which is there. You can change the type of family for as per your requirement going into this, and accordingly, you can change the landing type also. You can change supports also. So based on these all parameters, we have some different kinds of staircase over here. Let's talk about if I require this staircase till multiple levels. Let's say it's a fire staircase and I need it to on different levels. So I have made some of the levels. If I go into one of the view, I'll show you that I have made this till level 3. What if we require this staircase till level 3? So I'll select this staircase first of all. Next, we after selecting this, we will get an option of select levels. If I click on this, it will ask to connect the levels. I can check this part, and in the 3D, if your level option is on, this levels will show in a selection manner. I just select this, press the control button to select multiple, and select all the desired levels where you want to create. Just after that, you press on tick. So this is how the staircase can be made for multiple levels at once. You need not to create it for every level individually. This is how staircases are made. Now let's go into how you can create your ramps. So if I go into the ramps option, there's an option of creating ramps by run. In this, you just check the width of your requirement, and the most important part is your slope. So in the ramp calculation, you would find in this dimensions option. So the first of criteria is maximum incline length, and the second criteria is ramp maximum slope 1 by x, and the x value is 12. That means in order to move 1 meter up, it will require 12 meters of height. If I just make a detail line and show it how it works, I'll go into one of the levels just to show a demarcation. So let's say this is my level difference, this is my base level, and I have created another level which is 1000 above. This is at a distance of 1 meter. So in order to go this level, I have to move 12,000 like this. So this much is the space which would be taken for the ramp, this much. So this would be the slope of your ramp, and this much space would be required in order to move 1 meter above. So this is what the slope length means. So if I go to my ramp and show you the maximum slope length, it is based on your standards and also the requirement. If you have option for parking, so the car slope would be lesser, around 1 by 8 or 1 by 6 based on your requirement and the standards. And for the movement of wheelchair and persons, it generally goes to 1 is to 10 to 1 is to 12. So based on your standards and requirement, you can change it. Let's keep it like this only. And the maximum incline length is it means that up to what level it will go inclined, and after that we would require a landing. So this is also based on the standards. I'll keep it like this only for now and just create my run. So as we have done for the staircase also, the same applies to this as well. First we need to create a full length, or if you have any restricted space, you have to work on it. So let's say we have a free space for that, and I'll stretch it till the full extent. So I have stretched it to 12,000, and that it will show how many length it has gone. So 36,000 is still remaining. So for continuing that, I will just rotate it like this, and now it is showing 24,000 still remaining. I'll continue with my rotation, and again it is showing 12,000 is remaining. So I'll continue till we have done all of our, till it shows that zero length is remaining. So we have created a ramp, and it has maximum incline of 12 meters like it is shown over here. If I click on take, it will be made like this. If I go into the edit type, I'll show you what we can work with the ramps. First of all is the shape. So whether you want it with a thickness, currently it is 150 thick. You can keep it solid also. If you keep solid, this thickness won't be required, so it is not showing. And I'll click on apply to show how it works. Something like that. So the next one is what is the function, whether you want it in interior or exterior. Based on that, you can select, which would help you to differentiate it further when you're working. So it's a type of a selection filter for you. Next, these are things related to your graphics when you show it in your plan sheet. The other is the ramp material. You can choose the ramp material, and that's it. Your slope has been made. I'll just keep the shape in thick only. So this is how your ramp can be made. So congratulations guys, now you are able to create staircase and ramps based on your desired slope as well as your difference in the levels for the staircase. Let me know in the comments box if you are facing any issues while creating a staircase or ramps, and hit the like and subscribe button if you like the video and you find it helpful. See you in the next video.